Hi, Jules Cruise Companion. We're rolling up to a big island. This is not Mystery Island. This is the mainlandish type one where the people live. Mystery Island has no inhabitants. So the land has only just come into view. It's now 7 o'clock-ish. So we don't have to start gathering for our short excursion till about 8 and get off about 9. So we're not there, but we're almost there to Mystery Island. And the mystery is where we're going to get on. It's been a bit hit and miss lately with infrastructure issues as well as weather, either rough weather or the wind. Mystery is, are we going to get on? And I suspect it is a yes today. So today is going to be our Mystery Island day, and I have the fire walking and custom magic tour. So I will get my tickets there. So I've got to meet at the Luminosa Theatre at 8 o'clock. And the instructions say meet at the Luminosa Theatre at 8 o'clock. It means 8 o'clock promptly so that you can go onto the tender and be ready for the tour to start on the island at 9 o'clock. Don't dawdle, get to the Luminosa Theatre on time and then you will be ready for your transfer to start your tour. Our tour involved going off Mystery Island in a small boat, and this was a bit of a shock to some people who didn't realise they were going to have to be in a smaller boat, but everybody did such a great job to get over to the bigger island. So there's too much weight on the boat, so it's not going to be able to push out well.
Everyone get your hands and start.
Paddle in. We have to even out the distribution of the ballast. I think we need a couple of extra people on the other side. So we're heading off Mystery Island and we're going to go to the bigger island for the firewalk. All fun next Sunday. So we're going to go from Mystery Island to the big island on this little boat that people are nervous about.
Yeah, I'm the guide for the fire walking. So just follow me up. Southern part of the Pacific, and Fanadu is just like a little dot. It's really small, and it's made up of. There are more than 83 islands altogether that made up the nation Vanuatu, and we are part of it. And we are down south of Vanuatu, southern deep of Vanuatu, southern Y. If you are going to get a map of Vanuatu, it's like a letter Y. And we are right down the bottom of the York. That's where we are right now. And right in the Pacific, there are three races of people that reign the Pacific. We have the Melanesian, we are the Melanesian people, brown skin color, and the Micronesian and the Polynesian people. Melanesian, Polynesian, and Micronesian. And right in the Pacific, we have a very special tree down in the Pacific. Very special, so special. Even right back home, right here, I may call the tree. It's a tree of life. I may say that it's a tree of life. Because with it, I have everything with it. Does anybody have any idea of what tree I'm trying to talk about?
Could it be a coconut?
Coconut, exactly, mate. What's your name?
Jesse.
Jesse. It's very good. Right in front of us, there's a balm here. That's the tree I was talking about. This is the tree of life I was talking about, right here. That's a tree of life. I say why it's a tree of life is because if I'm a castaway living on an island, like Mystery or somewhere far away, if I'm a castaway on an island with just coconut, yeah, I can survive with just coconut. Because with coconut, if I need to build a hut, I can just use a stem of coconut as post for the house, like this ones. I can use the stem as post, or I can use if I need ropes. Yeah, I can use the roots from the coconut as ropes to tie up the house. Or with coconut husk, with real strong ropes out from coconut husk. We just have to remove the threads and we bind them up together, and we can make real strong ropes out of that, and we can use to tie up anything. So we also used the husk from a coconut to make ropes out from that. And yeah, for the roofing of the house, you can use the leaves from the coconut for the roofing. Straight up, there's a little hut that is made out from coconut leaves, right there and the one there. So right in the house, if I need a mat or something like that to sleep on, in front of us, there are two mats woven out from coconut leaves. If you look, right here, I don't have to buy one from the shop. I just have to find the tree and I cut the leaves down and I weave a mat out from that. Or we weave hats like you have. If it's too sunny and we want to walk the fields, we just have to find the leaves and we weave hats out from that. Or bags, this is just an example right here. We also weave bags. Later we're going to show you how to weave coconut leaf bag. If you want to go fishing or go hunting, we forgot to bring a backpack with us. We just have to find the leaves or the tree and we cut down and we weave a backpack out from that. Or blades. We don't have blades to put our foot on. Yeah, these are blades weaving out from the coconut leaf. So we can make blades out from the coconut leaves. Or straight from the coconut, we also use to make this. We all know what this is this. Yeah, these are used indoors. We can make broom for sweeping. And but most of the parents they use these to That's why I have one at home, just to chase it to the kids. Or if it's too hot, we also made this. Yeah, it's a fan. We also weave fans out from coconut leaves. And other than that, we also make toys. This is just an example. Yeah, we also make toys. The grasshopper right there, just for the kids to be busy playing while the parents they do some of the house chores. Yeah. So I also make toys from the coconut leaves. And with coconuts, I can have the flesh right in here. This is the nut, and right in the nut, I have the flesh, and I have the water if I'm tasty. Yeah. So I can have the food. I have the food right there, and I have the water. Quench my taste. And the water from a dried nut is too far from a green nut. They're not the same. They don't taste the same, but they did the same job. They did the same job. Yeah. They don't taste the same. They taste differently, but they did the same job. Yeah. They get away the taste. Yeah. So and also with coconuts, we can use coconut shells as plates or drinking cups. And they're well insulated. If the food is hot, it's well insulated, and they can last for years if we look after them so well. They can last for years. Even some of the people, if they're creative enough, they can make these make pickaninnies out from them. Can make pickaninnies out from the coconut shells. And all the parts from the coconut, we use a lot of fire in cooking, open fire. We don't use the stove or electricity for cooking. We use a lot of open fire in cooking. So we then use all the cells and the husk and even the leaves, the branches for cooking. So all the parts from the coconut, we use them for cooking. And right back in the days, we don't have torches to shine our back, to go fishing or go hunting, or go tribal wars. We tend to use dried coconut leaves as torches to shine our back. Yeah, to go out fishing or to go out hunting or go tribal wars, we use these as torches. And we use these to especially dried coconut leaves. We use these to, like I was telling you, we use a lot of fire in cooking. We use these to start a fire with just for cooking. Yeah, the dried coconut leaves. Every household they start a fire using a dried coconut leaf. And with coconut also, it's a good medicine. If you happen to cut yourself with a knife, you can just use the dried nut water. You cut it open and you put on the one, and it helps to stop the bleeding. Or the coconut leaves, green coconut leaves are also good medicine. Same thing, if you cut yourself with a knife, you just chew it up and you put on the wound. It helps to stop the bleeding and it heals the wound very quickly. If you have toothache, you just have to cut out the skin or the back from a coconut and you boil for about 30 minutes, just to extract the juice. And you just mouthwash, and it helps to kill all the bacteria and germs that are causing the tooth decaying. Even with coconut husk, we can use coconut husk as flower pots. If you look up here, this is just an example. We can use this as flower pots, or we can use to If we don't have a toothbrush to brush our teeth with, we can use this as a toothbrush just to brush our teeth with, or to scrub the boards, coconut husk, or like I was talking about the ropes weaving out from the husk. We also use these to make ropes or jewelries. If we are creative enough, we can use these to make jewelries out from them. Yeah, right now we're gonna show you how we prepare a coconut for cooking. Yeah, for sunscreen, all sorts. Yeah. Right. And we're gonna show you how we husk a coconut. After that, we're gonna show you how we create the flesh out and get it prepared for cooking. And this is the fastest way of husking a nut compared to a knife. This is the fastest way of husking a nut. And if you happen to visit all the households in the village, you may come across this. Everyone has this at home. Right, this is the nut. And right in the nut, we have the flesh. And we have, that's the food, and we have the water. Okay, so they'll try crack open the nut. And to extract the coconut flesh, we also use these. This is a coconut crunch. We don't have proper graters. If we don't have a proper grater to create the coconut flesh out, we just have to cut the coconut crunch out, and we use it to create the coconut flesh out. So it's cracked open. Yeah, so that's the water and that's the flesh. So does anybody want to have a taste of it? We're not going to force you to do it, we're just asking. Yeah. So that's the water, and yeah, that's the flesh right there. And okay, before we move on, let me ask you a question. Do you have any idea? You buy coconut milk? You buy coconut milk in the supermarket?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea of which coconut they use for the milk?
No.
No idea. You just buy, but you don't have any idea of which. Okay, they use the brown nuts for the milk that you buy in the supermarket. Now you know. They don't use the green nuts. They use the green nuts just for the water. If you buy coconut water, they use the green nuts just for the water. They don't use it for the milk. For the brown nuts, they use for the milk. Coconut for cooking. When it's all created, we have to add some water just to extract the milk. We have to add some water. And this one is much bigger. You look.
Hey.
Yeah, and the one there is a bit small. Yeah. So different varieties of coconut. So when it's all created, it should be something like that. Then we can use like the covering of the mother plant. So we use it to strain the milk out. So we just have to mix it up. Then do the strainer, that's how we do it. Cover it up. And there goes the milk.
Oh my
And
Lord.
that's how we prepare the coconut for cooking. Now it's ready for cooking. We make coconut cream and all that stuff. So what happened with the leftovers? We raise chickens. There's a chicken here, and ducks, pigs. So everybody has a share. Nothing is wasted. Everybody has a share.
This is one part of the Mystery Island tour, the fire walking and the magic culture tour. The Tree of Life that Mr. Cliff explained was is so informative and so funny. He was just the most delightful man. So this made the excursion to Mystery Island even more enjoyable.